Hey, Jerk120 back with another magic card trick. This is called Perfect Mistake. What you're going to have is 2 decks of cards, red and blue. And again, I'm not going to do the performance for the sake of making the tutorial faster, but basically the effect is one deck is missing 3 cards, you take out a different deck, have the spectator shuffle it, they pick out 3 cards, and you add it to the deck that's missing cards. And turns out that our missing cards from the original deck are found in the card box, and the 3 cards from both decks match. So it's like, whoa. And convincing the spectator that they made a perfect prediction to our mistake. So what you want to do is, with your red deck, go through and take out any 3 cards. I have a face card, a black card, and a red card, just to differentiate it a little bit, and then go through the blue deck and take out the identical cards from that respective deck. Let's just take the red cards and we'll put them into our box. Put them in the order of king on top, 10 in the middle, 3 on the bottom. Just put those in our card box, and then you can leave the box open, or when you take it out, just leave those 3 cards in there and have the bottom of the box facing the spectator, as opposed to this where they could potentially see it. So leave the bottom of the box facing the eyes of the spectator, and then you're going to take the blue cards. This is all still beforehand, before we do the trick, and you're going to respectively put the king somewhere near the top of the red deck, and then our second card, the 10, will go about 10 cards below that one or so, and then our third card will go about 10 cards below that one. So that's kind of the look of it, and just leave that spread up. So in theory, you start the trick with the blue cards already in their box. The idea is, we as magicians, we do tricks where spectators sign cards and ruin cards, torn and restored cards. So sometimes we're missing cards, but for this specific trick we need all 52 cards. And it doesn't really matter what they are as long as we have the 52 cards that we need. Now you can do little fans potentially, but you're a little worried about flashing, so I wouldn't recommend that. But you could do your spreads. I can't do springs. My bad. But you could do this, riffle through, just quick little riffles, as convincers that the whole deck is red. And you basically spread through, and you tell them, hey, I destroy cards a lot. I have people sign cards all the time, so I'm constantly losing cards. I'll give them to the spectator for them to keep as souvenirs. And you tell them, but for this trick, we're going to need 52 cards. So I have another deck. Carry multiple decks on me, just in case. And we're going to take out 3 cards from this deck. Now, I know it's weird because it's just like, well, this deck is full, right? Could have 52 cards. Well, who knows? You just tell them, I know this deck is missing 3 cards. For all they know, this deck is also missing 3 cards. That's kind of my one little flaw that I see, is like, well, if this deck has 52 cards, why not just use this deck? Well, that's past the point. So, this deck is missing 3 cards, and we need 3 cards to replace it from the blue deck. And the color difference doesn't really make too much of a difference, because it's the faces that matter, right? So, you give this deck to the spectator, they shuffle it in whichever way they see fit. This way, overhand shuffle, spread the cards out, mix it all up. It doesn't not matter. And you tell them you do this spread move because it's similar to a move we're going to do later, the side angle jog. Concealment. You have them take out 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, right? You can take the blue cards, put them aside, pick up our cards, and we're going to place them in the red deck, one at a time. Now, the placement of this is important because our 3 cards are somewhat closer to the middle of the deck versus the edges. So The placement of this is really the only key, because you don't want these cards to be too close to our actual blue cards, because the sleight of hand move we're about to do could get messed up if they're too close. So we'll take this card that they don't know what it is. You always leave these face down because we can't reveal these cards. We need to reveal these cards. So you put it in somewhat near the top. Put it a little more near the top. You can riffle through, being careful not to flash the blue cards in this deck, so just be careful as you're going through this. Put it somewhere in the middle, put this one near the bottom, so they can see all 3 cards getting ready to go into the deck. And then you're going to do the side angle jog concealment, which I've taught in the past, and I'll leave annotations and links in the description so you can find out how to do it. But for those who already know this move, you're going to push our indifferent cards in that the spectator picked, spread through the deck, revealing 3 blue cards. Again, this is the 3 cards that they think are theirs. And you don't really make too much of a deal out of it. You just push it in, spread through, revealing their cards. And then you can go through and push these 3 cards up to signify them. And you can be a little patty, but be careful because we do have 3 hidden cards in different parts of this deck, and one of them is in this general area near the middle. So from here, go to move the boxes out of the way, and as you move them, you feel something in the red box. You're just like, alright, so check this out. And then you just kind of point attention to one of the boxes, and when you take the cards out, peel them out face down, and say, oh, I'm an idiot. I guess those 3 cards were in the whole time. Again, kind of contradicts the whole, I know there's 3 cards missing from this. I give cards out all the time, so why would you have a perfect deck? But it's magic, so you suspend disbelief, so I'm with the trick. So hopefully they're sitting across from you, so the way their eyes are looking is left to right, you know? So you have to place these cards out from your right to your left, because it's going to their left to their right. So you reveal the 3 cards that were missing. Didn't matter, whatever, oh, big deal. And then you're just kind of like, ooh, that might be, I wonder if you ended up picking the perfect match. Weird. And that is perfect mistake. Alright, you guys, hope you liked that trick. Again, there's a little contradictories going on there, but go film yourself performing it, upload it to YouTube, because I didn't have a performance of me doing it, just to save some time. But if you want to show some people how you perform it, the pattern that you go through, the story that you tell, go film yourself doing it to a person, to someone, not just to your camera, and then leave it as a comment in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you can think of any magic tricks, get your brain working on how to utilize the side angle jog concealment move, then send me an unlisted video of you giving a tutorial of a trick, and I may feature it on Disturb Reality. Give you a shout out, push some subscribers your way, and help this community learn some more awesome magic tricks. You may or may not know this, but back in 2011, I started doing P90X, the Extreme 90-Day Home Fitness workout regimen. I lost 35 pounds and got down to like 10% body fat, and I started doing a little Insanity, the crazy cardio-based workout from the same company that made P90X. Well, that company, Beachbody, is getting ready to launch the next installation of the Insanity series, and it's called Insanity Max 30, and they have actually invited me to be a part of the test group. So I wanted to thank Beachbody for inviting me to be a part of this test group, and I want you guys to keep up with my results. You may be seeing some before and after pictures of me being a little out of shape, in shape, fat, muscly, and hopefully getting a 6-pack and shredded. This is minute 1, and this is minute 30. I've been getting comments saying that I look fat and out of shape as of late, so I'm hoping to get rid of those comments and hopefully in the next 60 days transform my body back to the way that it used to be, and then stay on that course of fitness. Because we as entertainers, we as magicians, You know, if we're gonna put ourselves in that entertainment business, it is a cosmetic business. So you gotta look good. You gotta fit the role. And there's nothing wrong with feeling good about your body. For weekly updates on my insanity max 30 journey, hop over to youtube.com/ec.cloyd. I'll be putting up weekly vlogs, short little vlogs about my progress. And you know, I also teach magic video editing related stuff over there. So sometimes magic is shockingly achieved through video editing. So if you guys want to learn how to make a card disappear or change yourself into another person, or change cards by just holding a card out and then it just changing like that, youtube.com/ec.cloyd, where I will be teaching short little video editing tutorials. Well, the tutorials aren't short. Hop over to disturbreality.com if you want me to come to your school to give one of my Rise Above speeches. Email me at howtodisturb.reality@gmail.com. Subscribe to the channel to learn more powerful magic integrated with social dynamics. Come back tomorrow because I actually have a video coming out tomorrow as well with a fitness guru, the creator of P90X, Tony Horton. So I'm excited for that one. I think you guys are going to like it. Be inspired to learn, inspired to disturb, and always rise above. Essentially what the move is you're hiding this card by pushing the card. You lift up these fingers, push the cards in. A hug and a slap. You say, nope, you owe me a kiss. And then you get the kiss, and then you get her number, and then that's about it.